In today's video, we are going to talk about the 5 best hotels in Laughlin in the following categories: for families, for couples, for work trips, the most luxurious, and then the best value hotel in Laughlin. All of the links for all the hotels will be in the description box down below. Go check it out if you're interested in any of these hotels. Leave a comment down below if you stayed at any of these and what other categories would you include. Number 5 is the Laughlin River Lodge, and this one is best for families. This is, your standard check-in area, and the rooms are nothing fancy. They do have fridge and microwave, so that's kind of handy for children. You can get 2 beds, king-size bed. And the really cool thing about this hotel is that they have family suites, and they have a living room. They have a master bedroom for the parents to get away from the children. And they have a children's room with a full-size bed and bunk beds, and then a little tent thing. So I guess if your kid wants to sleep on the floor, you're good to go. They have your standard gaming floor, just, normal, but they do have a Dottie's, which is like separate from the main gaming floor. It's in the hotel on the same floor, but separate. Does that make sense? They also have the Bourbon Street bars. This is Mardi Gras, New Orleans themed casino area and bar. And then downstairs they have the Red Dragon. This is Asian theme, obviously. You can also get food at this Red Dragon. And then they have the La Velita gaming and spirits. And you can get some Mexican food here and, of course, gambling at the same time. They have a big bowling center also downstairs to keep the kids entertained. And this is a pretty unique feature too. They have a gamer's PC alley. So it's like a gaming room. I don't know. Haven't been, but interesting nonetheless. They have your standard arcade. And then of course they have a pretty decent beach, which is nice. And if the beach isn't your thing, they also have a pool. There's a general store that's open 24 hours. So if you need something, a snack, a souvenir, they got you covered 24 hours a day. Number 4 is the Avi Resort and Casino. Now this one is best for couples. It's not on the strip. It's on the whole other side of Laughlin. So it's kind of away from everything. But they have really nice remodeled rooms and lots of couples amenities that we'll get into. They just redid their pool, which is pretty awesome. So they have this huge pool area, which is very nice. It's the best pool in Laughlin, in my opinion. They also have a great beach. It's a huge beach. You can rent these palapas. You can launch your boat, all kinds of things. They have a huge casino floor. If you're tired of gambling, you can catch a movie because they have a theater here. They also have lots of dining options. So they have everything from your standard cafe food. And then they have even fast food. So here's a little list of their options. See, Feathers is their cafe. The Moonshadow Grill is the fine dining fancy place. They have a coffee place, and then they have a buffet that is now open again, which is pretty awesome. And here's the hours for that. They have a cantina outside, so if you're at the pool or the beach and you need something to drink, they have you covered. And then they have fast food options. Number 3 is Don Laughlin's Riverside Resort. Now this is best for work trips. It's just kind of like your standard spot. But they do have, quite a few amenities, so you really don't have to leave the resort grounds to do anything. They have 2 beds, king beds, your standard, nothing fancy, but it'll definitely get the job done. I hear the Wi-Fi is great, so there you go. If you're done working and you want to take a little trip, you can hop on the USS Riverside, cruise down to Davis Dam and back, check it out. If that's not your jam, they of course have a pool right alongside the river. You can blow off some steam in the bowling alley that they have. Lots of lanes. And then they have Dawn's Celebrity Theater. Now this is like lots of tribute bands. It's a smaller venue. It's kind of like a I don't know, a movie theater, I guess. But they have lots of tribute bands, or maybe like, you know, bands or acts that were once a thing that maybe aren't quite such a thing anymore. Anyway, they'll be at Dawn's Celebrity Theater. We've seen a show there. It's nice and intimate, great sound. They also have a dance club, and they have karaoke nightly here. And then, of course, the infamous Losers Lounge. You walk in feeling crappy about yourself and leave feeling great because, well, it's the Losers Lounge. They have live bands and DJs every Thursday to Sunday from 8 p.m. to 1:30. There's also a spa, so if you need a massage after a long week of work, they got you covered. Number 2 is the Golden Nugget Laughlin. Now, this is the best high-end luxurious rooms. Keep in mind, this is Laughlin, so, you know, luxurious and high-end, in quotation marks, it is what it is. They do have some pretty decent rooms, though. Great views. It is the smallest of all of the casino hotels. And they do have some pet-friendly rooms, and they have sliding doors out to the courtyard. So those are super nice. So if you got to bring your dog, great place to stay. Bathrooms are standard. The entrance is pretty nice. They have like this little tropical theme. It's, you know, water, live plants, the whole nine. They have a great pool. It sits right alongside the river. They have lots and lots of umbrellas, lounge chairs. You can rent these cabanas, which are nice because you can get out of the sun, out of the heat in that Laughlin summer, which is a nice touch. They have lots of options for places to eat as well. They have the Claim Jumper, which is like, you know, your American food. Then they have their upscale Saltgrass Steakhouse. So if you're in the mood for some steak, you can cruise over there. And then, of course, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. And that is, they have inside seating and then they have outside seating as well. They also have Bean and Bread, which is their coffee shop. And they do have some great coffee. We do like their coffee there. They have a little nightclub, Gold Diggers, also. It's open kind of sporadically, but it is a pretty neat little spot. Of course, they have gambling. It's a decent sized gambling floor. And they have all the games you could want. And number 1 is the new Pioneer. And this is the best budget hotel. Now, these aren't in any order. It's not like Pioneer's the best. I have a whole video on the Pioneer, and I will link that down below so you can check that out if you're interested in an in-depth review. But they do have remodeled rooms. They have great river walk. They do have a beach area, and you get 3 wristbands like when you check in if you want to go to the beach. Any additional wristbands over the 3 are $10 a piece. So if you want to go with your family and hang out at the beach, you can definitely do that. It's not the biggest, it's not the greatest, but it's definitely a beach, and it's close. They do have a pool and a hot tub, so if that's more your speed, they got you covered there. They have 2 rooms of slot machines and gaming. They have lots of old school machines, kind of keeping with their vibe. And then they have a bunch of new ones. They have the River Bar right here, and they have live music on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. They have a great restaurant, Bumbleberry Flats. This is also just, you know, regular old American food. And now buffets are starting to open again. So they have a brunch buffet from Saturdays to Sundays. We have not been, but we hear it is absolutely fabulous, so you might want to check that out. But that's going to do it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below what other types of videos you'd like to see. And I will see you on the next one.